Okay, so here it is. First of all, I'll go to the tune store and the reatomizer. There is no current reatomizer for the campaign. I already redeemed them all last night, so it might refresh and give me more options, but usually it says, like 25 alludium, and you can get between, 30 to 60 of the campaign pieces, but that's where you would go for that. If you need alludium, you can always go to this Marvin the Martian campaign here. Depending on how far you got. Look, for instance, I'll go here, and you see certain things, like if I do this one, it's 4 to 7 alludium. Usually the first act, the first battle has the most, 7 to 10. So I can redeem 30 of my energy and get 7 to 10 alludium if I need them for the reatomizer purposes, that type of thing. But when you go into the campaign, fighting, you'll notice right here, see, like whatever I'm up to, 3 alludium. So just doing the campaign, you're collecting alludium along the way. Those are those campaign pieces, like that pitchfork, you see the 100, or trident, I should say. So you want to collect those and redeem them for spins at the wheel. So I always try and save them up to get that one free spin. So for this wheel, if you go to it, you're going to notice you need 1,000 tridents to get that extra spin. So I don't do the 1 spin or 5 spins. I try and save up and get the free spin one at the top. Same thing with when you redeem golden tickets. You see the bottom one usually has 1 free spin, so I try and save up enough golden tickets to get an extra spin out of it. Even this one right here, you get 1 free spin on the bottom one, so I try and save up enough and not do, waste at all. So back to the campaign. So for instance here, so you go to attack, and then I'll unselect everybody. So you see here on the upper left corner, it says these are available tunes. These are the only ones that you're allowed to fight within this campaign or on this level. 3 featured event tunes, and required is Devil Dog. And the featured event tunes are all these tunes that are specifically set out for this campaign, so you can only use these ones. So these are the only ones that I would focus on leveling up, tuning up, especially the ones on top if you can. You just want your strongest tunes so you can go as far as you can in the campaign. So always level up these guys first that you can find. Also, the other way to look at who to level up, or character pieces to collect. So for instance, when I go to the bottom right corner right here, where it tells you like all your little milestone awards that you could win, collecting 1,500 featured event tune pieces. So the more, you could collect character pieces that are not part of the campaign, and you won't get credit towards these milestones. So you definitely want to collect as many character pieces that are related to the campaign as possible. So the way that I find it out really quickly, I will go to the number 1. You can go to spin the wheel and go to the wheel that's related to the campaign. Click information. So any of these pieces would count. The Devil Dog, the Revenant Roadrunner, the Opat, the Irish little leprechaun guy, those count. If you look on the right side, this list, you can actually win these characters as well, although they're not showing it on the left in picture format for some reason. But any of these people on the list is what you should really focus on. Dr. Dogstein, Tasmanian She-Devil. So all these ones, if you collect any of these character pieces, whether it's from the wheel, whether it's from this world over here, and then you just collect the pieces that way, or whether you go to the tune store under featured and you scroll, they're usually, you see how you can redeem the tridents for specific characters instead of spinning the wheel if I just want the Devil Dog or whatever. So I'll go here and I'll see I have 98 pieces out of 250. Redeeming 100 tridents will give me another 10 pieces. Is it worth it? If I'm close to leveling up, I'll do this instead of the wheel sometimes. But this will also go towards your milestone, character pieces. Then also, if you go back to this milestone chart, so these are, the more pieces you collect goes towards collect those milestone rewards. Now, these are character pieces. Now, in the next one, it's always the regional materials. So this is any regional material. So collecting the regional crates and getting those superior regional materials, you're going to hit these milestones. Every time you open a crate, you get at least 2. Sometimes you get 3 if you have like one of the gold crates. So then you'll be collecting more and more of these pieces, and then you'll get tridents this way and emeralds this way, or gems, whatever they call it. So always, pay attention to these. And then it also says, when the campaign ends in 2 days and 2 hours. So how, if you're close to the end of the campaign, you want to focus on something that you might be able to hit another milestone and get a quick reward. Then the other thing you want to go to, if you go back to the home screen, you see on the top middle of the screen it says event active. So if you click on that, it'll take you all the active events. So this is the Arena League. That's this thing over here, Arena. You can, place in that and you can get rewards for that. That's separate. But as far as the active campaigns, the Exodus tournament, if you look at the bottom, it says milestones. You can click on that. I've already achieved. So every time you're collecting more pieces and doing things towards the campaign, you're moving up on this points chart in the tournament, and you'll get milestones. You're getting additional character pieces this way. It's so the more you do towards the campaign and collecting character pieces and regional materials, all these things are kind of going together and build off one another, and you're going to keep going and achieving more and more milestones. So as I do more tournament related stuff or campaign related stuff, I'm going to get more milestone rewards and get all these pieces along the way for free in my mailbox or inbox or whatever it's called. Then that's the Exodus tournament. Then there's Tournament of Mayhem. Same thing. For that tournament, it tells you how many points you have, how close you are to the next milestone. Yeah. And then at the end, when the tournament or campaign is over, like the Exodus one is in 2 days and 2 hours, Tournament of Mayhem is 1 day, 2 hours. When it's over, whatever place you're in, like right now, for this Tournament of Mayhem, what place? My rank is, where is it? Somewhere. Top rank, my rank. Trump 2020 Revenger, that's not me, is it? I guess it is me. Oh no, maybe that's my team. Trump 2020, so we're 939th place. Now if you go to, click on the information, you can see at the end of the tournament, whatever place your team is in or you're in, it'll tell you what rewards you'll get for that ranking. So right now we're 939, so we're going to get these rewards at the end of the tournament unless we move up to the next tier, which is if we rank somewhere between 301 and 500, we'll get these rewards. Now if we go back to the Exodus tournament, right now, see it says giddy up, I'm in 2050 first place, 16,874 points here. So if I go to information, this is the rewards I'll get. And if I'm able to crack 500 and I'm rank here, I'll get these rewards. So my rank is there. What was I? I was 2051. So yeah, I'm probably not going to break 500. I'll stay in tier 4, but this is what I'll get when the whole campaign is over. If I stay in that rank and I don't get bumped down to a lower rank. So you also want to keep, pay attention to how close you are to the milestones for the campaigns. So that's pretty much it. Oh, the other thing is, let's see if I go back to the home screen. The characters that are on the screen, like this little blue Roadrunner guy, this little Wile E. Coyote guy, the Devil Dog guy, and the Leprechaun guy, that's telling you who's in these are some of the campaign characters. So you can always get those character pieces. They're involved and they'll get you, up on the, this milestone, these reward chart here as well. So you can always pay attention to those people. As far as these brawling, the brawls and the crates, it's specific. I don't ever collect potion crates because I have way too many. I've leveled up most of the people I can, and whenever I need to level up, I have more than enough potions, so I never get those, fight for those potion crates, or the dynamite crates. I'm way over on that too. There's only one instance where I'll do that. So what I usually focus on when I'm looking at which one do I want, I always focus number one on, well, if there's an event crate like the gold and red thing on the left side, I'll try and get that first because that's specific to the campaign and gives you specific things you need. Otherwise, I'll go for regional ones. Now they start out at 8 hours. If you have the gold regional crates, they're 12 hours. So what I do is when I look at the crates, I look at the times left until the crates can be opened. I ignore the dynamite and the potion. I look at the regional, and if I need the those tune-up crates, then those booster crates, I'll look at that too. But as far as regional, so those are both 8 hours. I try and find a regional crate. I try and find a regional crate that's as low as possible, 8 hours. I mean, you can get that anytime; they're always available. So I try and find something 7, 6, 5, 4 hours, even less if possible. And then I look at the power of the team, and if I'm strong enough to try and steal it, then I'll steal that one. Because if you put a little bit more time in up front, so maybe I don't find a crate that has 4 or 5 hours, right away. But if it takes me 5 or 10 minutes to find one, I'm shaving off like 3 hours, 4 hours to be able to open that crate. So that saves me a lot of the time in the long run. So then these are both 8 hours, so I go to the next screen. See, here's a gold crate that's 9 hours, 42 minutes instead of 12 hours. It's still kind of long. Here's 8 hours and 26 minutes, but they're too powerful. Here's another 8-hour crate. So I do this, and if I have to go to the last page, I will. So this, that's 3 hours, 27 minutes, but I can't defeat them. They're too powerful, too powerful. This one right here is 6 hours, 28 minutes, but too powerful. 2 hours, 56 minutes. Probably too powerful. I might be able to steal it actually, but let's go to the last page. 5 hours, 26 minutes. I can definitely beat that one. So that looks like what I'll do. See, so instead of an 8-hour crate, I just shaved off 2.5 hours, and I'll steal this crate. So let's do it. I always look for the weakest character out of the bunch usually. And then it also depends because my Robin Hood Daffy Duck, he can steal, positive boosts, debuffs. So depending on if there's some characters that have a lot of positive debuffs, I might want to just do that one arrow, which will steal 3 debuffs, from that character. If I do this multi one, it can steal 1 debuff from each character because it hits all of them. So if everybody has a debuff, I might do that one instead. So since this one is 426 damage, this one's 402. I'm just trying to knock out this weak character. I don't know why it hurt him so little. Then I'll taunt with that guy. It'll get everybody focusing on attacking my devil dog, and also puts a lot of defense down, so my attacks hurt more. It gives everybody on their team defense down. So then I'll do the strong attack here. This attack. And that Pepe Le Pew that I have, that with a beret, every time it's his turn, he automatically heals his team. So everybody gets bumped back up every time it's his turn, so that helps. See, I might want to take out Pepe Le Pew since he keeps healing his own team, so I'm going to attack that guy now. Or I could daze him, so that way it's just, he misses his turn to heal everybody. Here, the Barber Bugs, he's also a healer, so I'd like to knock him out, or at least stun him so he can't heal his team, and I could just focus on beating the other characters first. And that's what I do. So what am I going to do here? I guess I can just redeem this one since there's only 35 gems. I need this to tune up some characters, so that's fine. I'll sign that. So then in the brawl, when I go to the very last, if I make it to the third page, let's do that right now. Let's say I couldn't find any crates that I liked, and now I'm stuck on the last page, no more refreshes, and I don't like any of these guys. I'll just focus on, I'll look straight at the power of the team, and I'll choose the weakest team, which in this case is this 39,000 team. Whether I want the crate or not, I just choose it. You choose the weakest team so that way I can quickly just do a auto battle, let my team beat them as quick as possible, and then I'll just discard the crate afterwards, but at least I get the stars towards that star crate that you also want to get. So even if it's a crate that I don't need, you're stuck on the last screen, just pick a crate that hopefully you can just beat as easily as possible. That way I always focus on the crates that I need that have little time left to open. So look, I beat that. Obviously I don't want this 8-hour space crate, so I'll discard it. And then you see the star crate here. So you get the stars at least for it, even if you don't keep the crate. The other thing, these are all the crates that I have in my bank. Let me just claim these real quick. What I do if I remember and I have time, I look at all the times on each crate. The lowest time is 3 hours and 50 minutes. So once it goes to 1 hour, people can't steal the crate from you anymore. So what I do is I set a timer on my phone for this 3 hour and 50 minute crate. I'll set a timer for 2 hours and 48 minutes. So when that timer goes off, I'll jump. If I'm not in Looney Tunes, I'll jump back to the game, and I'll have an hour and 2 minutes to an hour and 2 minutes before the crate is able to be opened. Now, if somebody had stolen it and it's time for revenge, I'll wait for that hour and 2 minutes. I'll wait for it to drop to an hour before I even enter the battle, because you can still enter the battle at an hour. Once it goes to 59 minutes, the other team keeps the crate. I'll wait for it to drop down to an hour, then I'll start the battle, then I'll steal it. By the time the battle's over, I've stolen the crate back, and it's like 59 or 58 minutes left, and they can't steal it back from you. So always, if somebody stole a crate from you, unless you just want the stars and you want to steal it back right away, I just wait till an hour, and then I steal it back, and then I get to keep it, and it's a guaranteed crate redemption. At that point, I just have to wait an hour for the crate to be able to be opened. And then after I do it with that crate, then I look at the next crate that has the least amount of time, and I do the same thing with that one. And then then there's an empty slot, and then I get another crate to fill that slot. And that way you get the maximum number of redemptions, and you don't lose crates and get them stolen too often. And I think that's most of the things. If you have any questions after that, let me know.